welcome to Tokonatsu Retreat's review on Dragon Ball Evolution, brought to you by Momiti Dono and Rizal. Firstly, the film's obviously about a teenage boy, Goku, who comes to age, discovers he's got all these powers and responsibilities, and then discovers that he had to save the world against a evil alien race called Namex.
I guess, yeah, that's pretty much the plot, but if we go down to it and we actually have a look at certain things, you kind of find you come unstuck and it wasn't really the Dragon Ball you probably grew up and loved to know.
They did butcher and twist the entire idea and premises of what Dragon Ball was. Now, we always know that Goku was a bit of a lunatic and he never stopped being one. However, he was never once sex craved, and he didn't even know what girls was at this point in the story. So it seems very strange that accelerating his age from around 8 to 18 was a bit of a risky step to begin with. Don't get me wrong though, his characters did have fun sides. I mean, the fight in the car park, how he was with Gohan. The way he was portrayed in that scene was still showing his fun and silly side.
Yeah, and it looked like he was trying to breakdance on a car. What's with the flashy cars and the flashy bikes? It was like, oh, look, Fast and Furious. The
bike was fine because it was Capsule Corp creation. Bulma always did have very cool stuff. But they tended to be more, you know, like hover type stuff rather than actual vehicles or wheels.
It more or less looked like, well, it was a bike, and there was no hovering. It was the biggest shambles of a movie I've ever seen. It was an awful remake, really.
Aragon.
Never seen Aragon.
You're lucky man. Lucky man.
But unfortunately, no, I'm not. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to have sat full DBE.
I did mind it. I mean, the bit where they actually made reference to their name was a bit corny, with the Dragon Ball Energy Reader and Bulma going, DBE, catchy, I like it. Was a bit. She seemed a lot more crazed on the action. She seemed like she could fight and she wasn't scared to beat people up, and she was a lot more hardcore than she was in the mangas, which was probably fine for an American film, but doesn't capture the spirit of Dragon Ball.
No.
It doesn't capture the spirit of Bulma.
Just so you know, just in case you're completely, bewildered by what we're speaking about, right now we're going to show you a clip of Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes.
In an ancient time, Earth was nearly destroyed. Not by man, but by gods from the sky. 7 mystics banded together to fight the invaders. They created the Dragon Balls. Now the signs have appeared again. The evil has returned. And only one chosen warrior has the power to defeat this threat.
I'm not ready for this.
You are the only one who can do it.
With this Dragon Ball, I take my vengeance upon the Earth.
We have to find the Dragon Balls before the eclipse.
Let's go.
We'll go, but we go together. Cool.
Next year, the battle for our world.
Who are you?
Will begin. Dragon Ball Evolution.
Welcome back, viewers. I hope you enjoyed that trailer of Dragon Ball and saw why we thought it was worth going to see.
And why it wasn't worth going to see.
At the same time. Now, back to a major point of the film. Obviously, you have your bad guy Piccolo, who somewhat resembles this. A green alien, most of the time in a hood, walk around going, boom, boom, crash the house down, boom, and looking quite menacing.
That looks menacing. That looks like the use of today.
Fear me.
I'm afraid it's going to pull out a gun or something.
And then he goes, wah!
Oh.
And you'd normally expect this will pick up, yes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Instead, it looks like someone super glued them on birth.
Like this, and it's like, and then he's like, "Oh, humanity's power."
Anyway, enough about Piccolo.
Yamcha.
Oh yeah, our friend who no scar,
not long hair,
blonde hair.
About that length hair, but
why blonde?
At least we could tell it was dark originally, and they kept him a bandit. That's a plus. Just
for those who are a fan of Krillin, no, he's not there for some reason.
They must have just decided that small-bowed monks weren't funny. I think that's about all we can say, really.
I'll quickly say this, you know, this might help you. If you'd like to see a person who used green slimy aliens and chucks them into a pool of lava to jump across as stepping stones, even though, you know, he has a cloud that he could fly in, but he doesn't in the movie, go watch it. It's amazingly poor.
Okay, summing up on our opinions on the movie, I personally thought it wasn't a bad film, it was just a bad retake on Dragon Ball. So it's still fun to watch, but poor Zippy. But if you're a die-hard Dragon Ball fan, you're probably going to hate it.
Yeah, you are. I did.
It's go watch it, see what you think, and you're probably not going to like it, but if you do, you do. But if you're watching it, you're supporting the industry, and you're going to help future reproductions that might actually be good. I mean, if nobody watches it, then there's going to be nothing else again.
That might be a good thing.
I will catch you later, and thank you very much for tuning in.
Bye-bye.
Bye.